really quick. And then I'm going to turn off the transcript. Okay, so I'm going to show standing and seated exercise or stretches today. So if you have a chair, amazing. If you're going to be on the floor, perfect. But what we're going to do is we're going to start everybody, just like I always do, just standing up. I would just want to get everybody up and mobile for just a few moment or two. Okay, so let's go ahead and shoulder apart. Take an inhale, coming all the way up. And then exhale, we're bending those knees again. So we're getting a little bit of movement here. You can move with your breath. So the inhales, you're coming up. Exhales, you're lowering. We're just going to do that a few more times. I want you to move with your breath here. Let's do one more. And this time we're coming all the way up, bringing those fingertips towards the ceiling. And now here, I want you to think about really reaching. We're bringing that belly button to the spine. If it feels good to do so, you can always look up to the ceiling, or you can keep your head in a neutral position. So whatever feels best to you. Let's take one more breath here, just getting that full body stretch. Then we're going to grab the right wrist. We're going to lean to the left. We're going to just do full body stretching today. So I want you to take that top shoulder, bring it towards the ground. Back up. Now, I still want you to stay in that bend. Let's take a deep breath in. Now, on the exhale, we're going to do a forward circle, and then we're coming up to the other side. Grab your other wrist. And now drop that top shoulder towards the ground. Shoulder back up. And let's circle other direction. Coming up, bringing those fingertips up to the ceiling, taking another breath in. And then on the exhale, we're going to come into a forward fold. Now, have a bend to your knees. That is absolutely fine. If it's easier, kind of whatever your body is saying to you today, you can always keep the hands on the thighs, keeping them on the shins. Whatever feels good to you. I want you to think about just letting that upper body hang like a rag doll. Just letting go. Let's take another breath in and out. And then on your inhale, we're coming all the way up to standing. Let's do a quick posture reset. So I want you to roll those shoulders back and down. We're lifting that chest, pressing the head back into a neutral position. So, you know, like when you press your head back, you get that double chin. I want you to kind of do something like that too. Then I want you to tuck the pelvis. We're bringing that belly button to spine. Shoulders again are back and down, palms facing forward. And I want you to take a few breaths in and out. So kind of think throughout the day, especially the upper body. So essentially pelvis up, trying to remember that reset. If you can stand out of the chair, even better, but I know that's not always possible. And then let's take another breath in, bringing those arms up. And then exhale, go ahead and bring them down. Okay, we're going to start with our neck. Kind of give a little bit of release here. So I want you to bring your chin to your chest. And then interlacing those fingers on top of the head. We're letting the elbows fall in towards each other as we bring that chin towards our chest. Now from here, if you've taken the class before, you definitely know what I'm going to say here. We are not pulling on the head. We're letting the weight of the arms do the work. I just want you to try to relax into the stretch here. Now, I want you to loosen the grip. We're not bringing the head up. We're not putting any weight on our head. What I want you to do now is I want you to bring your chin towards like the left armpit. And then from here, relaxing into the stretch. And again, if you like, letting the weight of the arms come back on, just changing where that stretch is just a little bit. Now coming back to center, same thing, releasing that tension from the arms. We're going to look to the other armpit and then letting the weight of the arms add just a little extra resistance. Now coming back to center, releasing those hands coming all the way back up. What I want you to do now is look over one shoulder. Center, look over the other shoulder. Coming back to center, shoulders back and down. We're going to bring an ear to our shoulder. So what I don't want you to do is I want you to lift that shoulder up or keeping it down. We're bringing the ear there. And then if you would like, bring a hand on top of the head. Now with that other arm, you can just kind of hang it, letting it relax, or you can flex that hand, pressing the heel of the ground or the heel towards the ground. Releasing, coming up, taking a deep breath in. Exhale, let's do the other side. Again, hand on the head, that feels good. Either relaxing the other arm or pressing the heel of the hand towards the ground. Bringing that hand back up, push the circle the neck in one direction. And then other direction. And coming back to center. If at any time you'd like to sit down, feel free. We're going to bring one arm out. We're going to bring it across the body and plugging it in. Again, shoulders are down here. Now we're going to take that same arm, bring it up towards the ceiling, and then we're going to bring it between the shoulder blades and grab that elbow. Now, depending on shoulder mobility, the other option is you can have that hand on your shoulder, pressing up on the back of the arm. So whatever feels best to you. And then releasing, we're going to take that other arm out, bringing it across the body, hugging it in.
Younger, harder, what? Younger, right.
Okay, and then arm comes up, reaching out, shoulder blades, hand on the shoulders, so that goes. Opening your chest. If you find that you're kind of hunching over, once you opening up that chest.
Hey, me and Brandon are in a conversation with Simon.
And then go ahead and release, shaking those arms out. Now, I want you to inhale, bringing those arms up, and then we're going to bend those arms. So we're going into a cactus. What I want you to think about here is you're pressing those elbows back. We're opening up the chest here. Now, you can stay nice and tall like this. If you want, you can also add a little bit of a back. Take another deep breath in. And then on the exhale, we're going to tuck the chin, bringing the elbows in towards the toe. Getting a little bit of space between those shoulder blades there. Inhale, opening back into that cactus. And then exhale and fold.
That was basically.
Do that one more time. Inhale and open. And then exhale and fold. Then go ahead and release, shaking out those arms. We're going to go ahead and do our hip flexors now, so the front of the thigh. What I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and step back. So in like a lunge position, back foot is off the ground, up nice and tall. Now I want you to do that, tucking the pelvis and then pressing that back hip forward. And then come up, we're going to switch other side. So other leg back. Up nice and tall, tucking that pelvis and then pressing that back hip forward. Coming on up, just going to move the legs a little bit, doing a little bit of a release. Now, what I'm going to have you do is I want you to go ahead and take one leg out in front of you. We're going to put that heel on the ground. We want to bring those toes up to the ceiling. Keeping that chest lifted back straight, we're going to bend at the hip. Now, in that front leg, we're going to feel that stretch down the back. So we're feeling it in the hamstring and in the back. You can stay just like I am here. Or you can put hands on the back leg. You want to try to keep that head in a neutral position here so we're not looking down at our legs. Go ahead and come up, shake out that leg a little bit. And now we're going to do the other side. So bringing that leg forward, heel on the ground to the ceiling. Same thing, keeping that chest lifted. We're going to move those hips back. And then go ahead and come up. Again, shaking out that leg a little bit. We're going to do a quad stretch now. So those are going to be the front of the thighs. Feel free to hold on to like a wall, a table. If you have a chair, I probably wouldn't recommend it if it has wheels on it. So what I want you to do is I want you to bring that leg up. So bringing that heel towards your glutes, grabbing the top of the foot. Standing up nice and tall. Now, sometimes it's going to be a little bit of a challenge to bring the leg up so high. So your other option is to put the top of the foot onto a chair and then pressing that hip forward a little bit so you can feel that stretch again in the front of the thigh. Let's go ahead and get the other side. So same thing, up nice and tall. We're going to bring that leg up and back. We want to try to keep the knees in line with each other. We don't want to have our knee out to the side. And then go ahead and release. We're going to do a quick hip opener and then a twist. So with the hip opener, I'm going to either have you standing or you can sit in your chair. What I want you to do is we're going to go ahead and cross an eagle over that thigh. If you're standing, you're going to lower those hips. And then if you're in a chair, you're going to start to bring that upper body down towards the legs. You're feeling this stretch in the leg that is crossed over. Coming on up, we're going to do the other side. So same thing, we're crossing that ankle over that other thigh. And then if you're standing, you're lowering your hips, you're hinging at your hips. If you're in the chair, same thing, back is straight, bending at the hips, bringing that upper body closer to the legs. Now, coming on up, I'm going to have everybody in a seated position. So if you are on the floor, comfortable seated position. If you're in the chair, both feet on the ground. So everybody's going to sit up nice and tall. We're going to take the left hand on the outside of the right leg, and we're going to rotate. Coming back to center, we're going to do the other side. Coming back to center. Let's go ahead and take a deep breath in, bringing those arms up and overhead. Exhale, bringing them down. We're going to do that one more time. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, down. Thank you so much for joining. Have a wonderful day and weekend, and we'll see you next week. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Oh, great. Thank you so much.